Calloway, and today I'd like to talk about how to deal with difficult people in the workplace. This is the basic behavior chart that I put up to illustrate the intent of certain people in your office and the emotions of certain people in the office. This is the task-focused person, an intention in which the person wants to increase productivity and be as efficient as possible getting things done right and on time. People focus illustrates people that just want to get along with the other people, just want to put out feelers and network and really just connect with people, which is a good thing. However, it can get out of hand sometimes, and I'll show you that today. What we are wanting to achieve is a balanced state. Aggressive people, it can be a positive and a negative as well. All four of these will be in any workplace that you find. One of the difficult people that I want to talk about today is the whiner. There's one of these in each office setting. The whiner constantly complains about their things. They are kind of distracting from your work. It can even suck you into complaining yourselves and also becoming a whiner. One of the key things is they also don't offer any solutions for the many problems they have, and when you offer a solution, it can never work. The know-it-all is a person who is very knowledgeable about things, but will tell you and anybody else around in earshot what exactly they feel about a certain situation. They have a low tolerance for correction, meaning that if they make a mistake, they do blame everyone else besides them. They're not open to any suggestions with their ideas, so you really can't brainstorm with one. And also, a know-it-all that really doesn't know anything will seek praise and attention sometimes by interrupting in business meetings, saying with their own agenda. The no person is simply a negative and counterproductive person. They're definitely not a team player, meaning that if you ask a no person to help you out on a certain project, they say no. If you ask them their feelings about everything, and it's usually negative, they're smug and belittling. They point out every flaw and any ideas or solutions that they have, and again, they offer no solutions for themselves. So, how do we deal with difficult people? Well, sometimes we have a tendency to become difficult ourselves. These are some of the things I would probably hear in an office with more difficult people than much. I would put a know-it-all in its place. Well, you could be combative as well. If someone treated me like that, I would avoid them at all costs. And who wants a person in their work environment to be avoided at all costs? I mean, this person's a valuable part of the team, although their behavior is different. If she ever needed anything, I wouldn't help her. Speaking on the no person, that's kind of a tit-for-tat thing. And what you are trying to do is be balanced as possible, as the chart said earlier. For the whiner, dealing with it as simple as asking for clarification when you hear what they have to say for the day. Say, well, what specifically is the problem? What specifically is making you feel overwhelmed? Then you want to focus on solutions to that problem, or any work-related problem. Meaning, ask them what they've done to solve it themselves. Use softening words like we or us to make sure they know you're on the same team. If someone is talking and you have a ton of work to do, one of the things is tactful interruptions. Kind of a segue into letting that person be on their own for a while. Such as, well, I'm sorry to cut into that, but I really have to go and do my work now, or can we talk about this later? Or even, I have to use the restroom, I'll be right back. It just really will not benefit anyone to keep talking. You just just draw the line and disengage. You know, I really have some things to do. I need to go. Brief and to the point. The know-it-all. One of the types of know-it-alls that I encounter sometimes is someone from the old school. Someone who's set in their ways, knows what works, and isn't open to any conversations otherwise. What you want to do with people like that is to just tell them, express to them that you're on the same page. You know, if their catchphrase is, well, I've been doing this for 15 years and this is how I do it, and I don't see any other way to do it. Or maybe we can't afford to make any changes now. It's just too late. What you want to come out with is, well, since we can't do things new right now, I'm just trying to figure out what the status quo is, or since we can't afford to waste any time, I'd like to propose, you know, some segues into the meetings with them. Voice your views indirectly. Well, you definitely don't want to come in there saying, I want to do this, and I think it should go this way, because I know it all will feel threatened with that behavior. They know what they want to do and they know what works. So you want to voice your views indirectly, using, again, softening words like we and us to let them know that you're on the same team as they are. Also, backtracking their statements. So if they've just said, well, last year we projected this much growth, use that in what you're going to say. You know, I think since last year we projected this growth as so-and-so said we need to move forward with. Express appreciation for their knowledge. One of these people might end up becoming one of your mentors, and do explain to them, hey, I really appreciate your wealth of knowledge, and I would like to work with you further. The no person. Now this might seem a little weird, but you can use a no person as a resource. You know, they most certainly are going to they're probably going to be up on the office gossip, and you can see what mood the boss is in, or if they've overheard anything having to do with the meeting that you're going to have in 15 minutes. It seems a little strange, but they also can have information that's really vital to you. So don't count them out. Let them be. You know, if they want to be rude and ignorant and cantankerous, disassociate yourself from that person and move on. You're there to work, and you're there to make sure that, you know, your ideas are met, needs are met. Keep the conversation open. If this person says, well, I can't do anything about that right now, and it's important for them to make a decision, say, well, you know what, when you get a chance, think about it and come back to me with your decisions or suggestions. Or I would really like to collaborate with you on this, give it some thought, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. Also, reverse psychology is a good way to take care of this problem. Meaning that if you have a problem and the no person's sitting there and they're, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work either. It's like, well, you know what? I think this problem is just so horrendous. Not even you can handle it. You know, and that person might just be like, oh, well, you know, such and such might happen. Well, you know, you say it. Well, okay, this is my idea on him. Some additional pointers are people will not communicate with you effectively if you're opposite sides with them. So you want to remember, treat others as you would be treated also. And then some people you can't please. Some people and they're counterproductive, and you just have to write them off. If a problem persists, find a mentor. That way you can set goals and achieve more conflict resolution. And I think that's it. I'll stay positive. That is